All right, so we're going to get jingled.
Yes.
Paint over combo. Do you know how many we have? Don't tell us on the air, but...
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good.
I haven't seen them. Because,
You haven't?
No, because
Oh, because, yes, you're in... Yes.
I'm participating as well. And so
Yes.
we set it up that none of the orgas are in their own competition or taking care of their own competition.
Right.
So that's why Beftex is doing the showing around. So I try to stay away.
Right. All right, this is backed by Martinland, who has been a regular on IRC channels, and I've talked to him for quite a bit, several years. I'm not sure if this is a remote entry or not, but yeah, you can see, if you look here at how this was done, you can see how
they search for shapes.
Yes.
And hopefully they can make a coherent image, a coherent concept. So sometimes people just draw whatever they see and make it one big collage. You have people that go a little bit more in depth and try to make it a theme or styled image, so to speak. But that like very colorful image, that's the base we get. Everyone gets that base.
This is an attack on the hat-wearing bird clan.
Exactly.
And I did see that face over there when I first saw this picture. That face I thought was going to pop up.
I think so too.
It does say back Eric there, so I think there might have been something that might have been back to the EWerk that might have been a prompt for the plugin.
Yeah, I think it's, I haven't used it yet, but I think you can set up like some parameters, and one would probably be enter some text that's scattered randomly.
Right. Unlike previous years, we don't have as much time to look at these because there are a bunch of them. And also because we have a bunch of stuff coming soon. And I would prefer if... Okay, well, that's all right. We're going to move this down a little bit. Now that's interesting.
You know. But the face again.
Yeah, the face again, but I didn't see the other face. The gentleman next to the cactus, which... That is an interesting
start of a cactus.
Yes, that's well, we definitely are not on Twitch anymore. But yeah.
And you can expand in the end. Like it's important that in the beginning there's some shapes that stay throughout the image. That kind of you can see like this is what I started with. But if there's extra elements you want to add to like finish it as a picture, that's fine. The only thing I don't think we allow is if you just do whatever and don't follow the basic template in the beginning.
So, mickaleus of ICUP, and again, somebody's at home because of COVID. Thank you for staying at home and not coming to the party. I know it sucks that you have to be at home, but for those of us that can't risk it, that's very much appreciated. That's fascinating that he put all these notes in there.
Yes.
Good idea, it goes there.
And this, what he's doing right here, yeah.
He's trimming it down.
Yes, and I think actually last year it was Wayfinder that was the first one that did that approach.
Yeah. Miss you, Wayfinder.
Yeah, same. But it's cool that people are picking on those little tricks that other people do, and that's why I like this compo so much, because it's use whatever tool is in the book, and if new little tricks and things come out, people try them out. It's really nice.
There's no way you can have a bad picture from this compo.
Yes.
The Plagg of the Evil Centipedes by Elizabeth Casua of 33ZTH. Oh,
this is cool. It's a style we haven't really seen.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, I know where that one. Okay, these little skull worm larva
things, yeah.
are high to the bird.
cat dog.
Bird. It's a bird rabbit.
Bird trap.
Yeah. She's done really well with the faces on this. They're obviously the one on the left was sort of there, but the rest of them were not as much. Also, Procreate on the iPad, so probably pencil-ish type thing.
Yeah.
Again, Procreate on the iPad. I think we see a lot of that, actually.
Yeah, because it's become a pretty standard thing for people to like to draw on hand, like an iPad and Procreate.
The face is not in this one.
No.
But the skull thing there, I didn't see it before. The skull meaning the skull on the right, that's kind of a dinosaur type skull.
But here's a good example of someone already trying to put down a kind of like an atmosphere and make it a full storytelling picture.
Interesting that the moon is actually somebody's taken a large bite out of it.
Yeah, and it's in front of the mountain, which is pretty close to impact, I would say.
Yes, that's The B Team by Foxlet from the Bloop Museum satellite. Hey, everybody in the States. Let's see. And then again, the satellites and so forth were able to participate in this. And very cool that folks have.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah. And the chicken dude was another person in a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the older fellow with the beard.
But here's a good example. Like before, it was an old man. Now it's a chicken.
Yes.
It's everyone sees something else.
Sometimes you get themes among folks, but oftentimes you just have. Sometimes you just go, where did they see that? And then when they show the paint over thing, then you're like, oh.
Yeah.
How long do you take when you look at the picture? How long do you take to decide what you're going to draw?
I think I do like an hour of just different things. So I never go with the first one. I try a few different things and really try to look at, okay, can I see something that it took me a while to look? Because then I won't be doing something that everyone else might end up with. Because there's definitely some people that will probably go for the first thing they see.
Right.
And I try to at least make something that I have enough to build a scene from. And that doesn't always click like on the first go. Like this year I tried turning the picture around 180 degrees and start from there to see if new ideas will pop out from there.
Okay. That Solanumnigrum, the Baguette thief, they lost their work stages, so they apologize for that. Zagupi of Half Bit Cheese, Infinite Painter, and Cake at Cafe Lola.
Very important.
Oh, he did flip it. Because that face, yes. He flipped the picture backwards.
Yeah. And I'm not entirely sure, but I think this was also a Wayfinder original in the very beginning.
Yeah.
He was I think the first one I really played with the image is the image. I'll just turn the canvas around or zoom in on it.
Yeah.
Well, very clean.
You know what's going to be interesting is if later on Wayfinder has competed remotely.
I hope so.
I would hope so too.
I'm not sure if I've seen it in other compos, but I hope he did this one.
Navigation error by Zaya. Made it just before the deadline. Drawn on a Galaxy Tab S7, which does have a stylus. At least, well, I think it does. I mean, my Galaxy Tab that I have in front of me does.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool. I like the planet.
And not using the face as a face is also interesting. interesting.
Yeah, the faces stand out like always in the beginning, straight away.
Yeah.
And I always like, oh, I don't want to do that one.
Yeah.
I had to do a doodle on top of them to say like, okay, I have it out of my system now. Now I go to something else.
The Cat and the Hatchet by Mad. It's exactly what you think it is. So I guess it's a cat and a hatchet. That is
It's very much a cat and a hatchet. Don't you see it? I see it.
I am looking for the cat. I think I see it on the right, but I'm not 100% sure I see it. I see a fish.
No, I think they thought they made a mistake, but I think it's right. It's just someone trolling
Yeah.
trolling the compo team. Ooh, this is a cat and a hatchet.
It could very well could be.
Gotcha.
Oh, well, no. I think, well, no, that's a fish.
Yeah, that's definitely a fish. Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
just, that,
Maybe it's a catfish.
it could very well be a catfish, yes.
I'm not sure. Is there a hatchet fish?
There's a hammerhead shark. On the prowl by Kisu Void. Fishies, crocs, derpy cowboys, upside down gondola, iron caterpillar popped in my mind. I love this chaos. And instead he ends up with a tiger.
Nice. Very buff tiger.
Yes, very buff tiger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, doing a different thing with the face.
Yes.
Might do alternate versions of the ideas after the party. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. You take this image and try to do some interesting stuff with it. Roi Danse by QFish. Long live the king. Completely, I believe, ignoring the face.
Of the handsome Squidward.
But yeah, that's that swoop there.
Yeah. I see. You would think you in the beginning would make just one big octopus, but then you decided, no, you know what? It's gonna be okay. This will work. And it's an underwater team, something we see a lot in this compo. Very handsome Squidward.
The larva from before is now playing a saxophone. Yeah, kind of a little band there for the king. Yeah, the King's Dance, yes. If my French is not as horrible as we all know it is. Glyph Platform Battle by RayNoa. Battle was boosted by the ultimate Glyph strike. RayNoa would be at the, I would think he's at the Moscow satellite.
This one is very nice.
Flipped it.
Flipped it, yeah.
The keyboard is also interesting here. Did that stay in the final piece? Or did it go away?
I think it stayed.
I guess the Specky logo, perhaps?
Very nice one, that one.
Don't Fly Too Low by Felor.
That's never a good idea.
What is Infinite Painter is what is that?
I actually don't know that one. It might be one where it's like vectorized always, so that you could keep zooming out or zooming in.
Right.
But I've never used it, so I'm a Photoshop man. It's the only one I know.
Well, if you're effective with the tool, then just by all means, interesting that he's got the 5-3 HY on that
on the banner.
Yeah, on the house. I guess that's the house number.
Wouldn't it be plant number here?
Well, house plant, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing on the infinite part, I guess, there.
What would they be selling there? Potions? On the banner?
Yeah, and yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't want to fly too low because those were cactus. Keep your nuclear warheads in safe place by teadrinker.
That's be always the best idea.
Oh my!
Oh, this is cool. Kind of looks like a fingerprint.
Yeah.
All the way through. Oh, very clean. We don't see this very often.
No, that's a very different technique.
Well, you can see. Yeah, you can see the man for sure. Nice. I haven't seen that one.
Also, just going with those slants.
Yeah.
And then expanding them all out. That's huh.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, that is. I really like that piece.
Yeah.
That's just. I like the contrast of the way that he has used the lines to define the curves of the muscles and so forth.
Yeah.
And then how the rest of it is also using lines in a to make a design. I like that. Back to EWerk by Unreal of Rebels.
So a veteran in the paint over scene. Oh, very cool.
And again, the little larva thing being eaten by a much larger larva, or maybe not eaten, being carried perhaps.
And the what was it? The cat bird turned into a frog rat.
Yes. Broken chains from the gorilla.
Because they're going back to EWerk.
Yeah.
You can't stop them.
Yes, yes. Now I get it.
Oh, very nice.
Even had time to put their name in there. Is it a circus or is it just the 60s by Valtteri? Layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. Digital painting and Procreate.
Oh, this is interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, there's bits of the original picture in there.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's like it's almost like a wall mural.
Yeah.
That's kind of faded over time, right? And
Yes.
they painted it, and it kind of looks like what you would see in on the roof of a church to an extent. So it's cool. This is also something I haven't really seen before. This type of style.
Big old fish, and that the fellow with that.
And I like how the woman is going like all the way through the picture from beginning to end. I didn't even see the clown there.
Yeah. The face on that fellow, I don't remember seeing that one before.
And this is what I like, is that you don't necessarily have to render it fully. It's all about, mostly about concept.
Yeah.
If you find a good concept, you can really run with that. And it can be as colorful, as expressive, use any style. Just go nuts and have a good time. That's like the main thing in this whole compo. That's why it's the best compo.
It is an amazing way of seeing creativity just as it goes through people's minds and multiple people's minds. This one is called The Draw of Moonflower by Suule. And lots of little skeletons. the thing that Sub-Zero pulls out of your spine. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that at some point we do a like shader showdown for artists. Like I know we have the paint over combo, which is already the fun combo for artists, but I would love to have the live drawing on stage against each other.
Would you believe that that's already been done?
I know, Soulskogan.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it really was a very cool thing. I do not know that it would. I think it would work here really well.
I think so too.
I also think we were already running out of time.
I know.
I don't have time to talk to people enough, and I don't. There are other. We need to do this more. We need to have we should have one of these online, like 2 or 3 times a year. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
We will pull that off.
Lizard Express by Faith.
Faith has done these for a couple of years.
Always very, very nice.
After the party's over, go back and search these artists out and find out what they're doing during the rest of the year. Several of them are producing, they put their portfolios online and so forth. Very
cool.
I know Faith draws that type of eye quite a bit, but it just really does look nice.
Yeah.
It's a technique that she uses to very good effect. Meaning the lizard eye. The other eyes are also amazing, partially because it's of the contrast. And a good color choice on this one too.
And she does this really well. Like it's her style, in my opinion, is very well made for a paint over.
Yeah.
Like very flowy but sharp. It's good. It's always good.
Delta Quadrant by Villette. I apologize for butchering your name. Mind the alien embryo made with Procreate. Much more abstract than some of the others.
Oh.
I am wondering what's going on.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, there we go.
It almost, this is kind of nice. It kind of looks like it's, if it would be like different pieces of paper of different materials, kind of pasted on top of each other.
I like the, what they've done with what I'm going to call the lizard skull over here.
Yeah.
And having the light coming from that. That's... I also like that they weren't afraid to just leave it abstract.
Yeah.
Here's some abstract ideas that came out of this picture. Let's go with it. And Citadel by somebody. I don't know who.
Yeah.
And this person apparently likes this compo.
Yes. Paint over best combo.
You did not use the face.
No. I found a different face. It took a while.
Yeah?
So I turned the image around.
Yeah.
And exactly that shape there, it follows it to like a T. Or no, shit. So Steph, okay, there's been a mix-up. I think she copied in the original and didn't use. I have added mine where it was flipped, so you can see there's like a shape that followed that woman exactly.
Okay. One of the fun parts about running a compo is when you hear things afterwards from the people that participated, and they're like, why was my piece so small on the big screen? And you're like, I don't know. I thought I presented it okay. And then it just
it happens. Like no one's fault. Like everyone's always running around. Especially this year, I feel like there's a whole lot of stress to get everything done in time.
We haven't done this live for a while, in a way, we were able to. When we were preparing things before, when we were at home, that was a little bit different. Walther the Pony caught by an Anaghir by just Mona of Team 210. This is the fourth story of Walther the Pony. Yeah, I do remember we had Walther the Pony before. Yeah,
he always gets himself into trouble. And somehow he's always found as well. Like, I can just imagine, like this person having such a hard time because he needs to find the pony.
Yeah.
Like his compo won't be complete unless he finds the pony.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Kevin from the paint over compo.
Yeah.
Walter.
You know, I think he might have actually tried to the big cow in the center might have been Walther originally.
It could be.
And then it was like, no, there's Walther.
If I could gather all the stars and hold them in my hands.
Picture photo bomb by a historic arena. Happy little WTF by Lucan of LNX. Just happy little accidents. Oh.
I like this one. I see. This is again.
That's just brilliant.
It's you just go out the box. Like, screw finding shapes. It's good.
This is
like, and the thing is, if she would have left it with the picture, we would have disqualified it because there's rule like don't use picture in it. But we can see she painted it herself, right?
Yeah.
And then it's fine. But it's a good entry. I really like this one. So this was one of the ones I saw because we had to discuss.
Yeah.
Like what do we do with this one? But no, it's too good to not.
I should mention, Oni is one of the compo organizers of one of the other graphic compos, and when you're working, sometimes you got to get feedback from other organizers, because you don't want to disqualify something by yourself, and sometimes you need to have a second opinion or a third opinion. I am not reading that. Okay. Yes.
By Eniac. Oh, nice. Very nice. I really like his style, also in the modern one. He has such a distinct use of, I guess, squishy blocks. I like it.
I like the use of the meme characters in here.
Very cool. Really comes together, doesn't it?
Yeah. I like the way that he's done the dithering too with these not giant, but big square blocks.
Yes, exactly.
And sometimes a square inside of another. That's just.
These also really lend well to be turned into stickers. Hint, hint.
Yes. Well, I use a lot of the pictures from the compost. I'll just throw them into a folder, and then they will rotate as my background through the year.
That's very nice.
It's and I sometimes I will just take the folder from the paint over compo and just throw it in there. So I also get stages occasionally.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
All right, cool.
That was the paint over compo.
Best compo.
And if we seemed like we were rushing it a little bit, you'll understand why later. Well, you already know.